beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in the world. First of all, yes, I have the same clothes on. I'm filming 2 videos in one night. Reason being as I'll actually be heading out of town tomorrow and I'll only be back next week Monday. So Labor Day weekend, I'll actually be heading down to Vegas to help my son drive the 2 vehicles and the puppies down because he has been transferred from Vegas back to the south. So that will be my weekend, driving all weekend. Yay for me. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. Also, please do not take what I say as facts. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Max has decided to join his mother. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi. So anyway, you guys, can you see him in the corner there? So anyway, you guys, the day has come. The day has come when Katie Joy was actually subpoenaed to sit for the deposition. Remember, she was like all about, oh, you haters, I'm not sitting for no deposition, and Todd Chrisley will not be suing me. Also, didn't she say she's going to file a quash? Will that quash be squashed because the court commanded her asking for a friend? But let me know, any lawyers out there. So we get United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia, Michael T. Chrisley and Julie H. Chrisley, plaintiff, versus Joshua Waits, defendant. Subpoena to testify at a deposition in a civil action. Katie Paulson, checked off testimony. You are commanded to appear at the time, date, and place set forth below to testify at a deposition to be taken in the civil action. If you are an organization, you must promptly confer in good faith with the party serving the subpoena about the following matters, or those set forth in an attachment, and you must designate one or more officers, directors, or managing agents, or designate other persons who consent to testify on your behalf about these matters. Matters regarding Michael Todd Chrisley, Julie H. Chrisley, or Lindsay Chrisley Campbell. It gives the place in Minnesota, date and time, which will be November the 11th, 2021 at 11 a.m. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Didn't you get a new legal team? Because wasn't Aaron Hall the same lawyer of hers that came on YouTube and actually said that what she was saying about Tati during that time when Tati was suing her, he actually said, yes, that is defamation. I'm confused because she says she has a whole new legal team. Remember the whole finger mat? Whatever. But let me know down below. Let's move on. The deposition will be recorded by this method, stenographic and audiovisual means. Production, ticked off. You or your representatives must also bring with you to the deposition the following documents, electronically stored information or objects, and must permit inspection, copying, testing, or sampling of the material. All documents and communications in your possession regarding Michael Todd Chrisley, Julie H. Chrisley, or Lindsay Chrisley Campbell, as well as any documents and communication regarding any video, social media post, or article you have written regarding Michael Todd Chrisley, Julie H. Chrisley, or Lindsay Chrisley Campbell. Okay. The following provision of Federal RCIV P45 are attached. Rule 45C relating to the place of compliance. Rule 45D relating to the protection of a person subject to a subpoena. And Rule 45C and G relating to your duty to respond to the subpoena and the potential consequences of not doing so. Let's reread that again. The following provision of Federal or Civil P45 are attached. Rule 45C relating to the place of compliance. Rule 45D relating to your protection as a person subject to a subpoena. And Rule 45C and G relating to your duty to respond to the subpoena and the potential consequences of not doing so. Dates 28 23rd of the 8th month 2021, clerk of court or attorney's signature, which is Christopher S. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. The name and address, email address, and telephone number of the attorney representing Michael T. Chrisley and Julie H. Chrisley, who issues request this subpoena, are Christopher, whatever his last name is, I'm not even going to butcher it, Bulge and Bingham LLP. So you guys, there we have it. Now let me make one thing clear. This could have been avoided, in my opinion, okay? But because of Katie Joy's arrogance, her stupidity, and also her stubbornness, this is where she's at now, okay? All this could have just been null and void, in my opinion, if she had just cooperated from the beginning, given them whatever they needed to do, and now there you go. All this that she's going through is unnecessary, in my opinion, and she is taking away from her son. Just my opinion. Am I happy about this? No, because at the back of my mind, I still have the well-being of a beautiful baby boy in the back of my mind, because all her actions reflect on him at the end of the day. It takes away from him. I have a heart. But in life, sometimes you got to learn lessons, you know. And like I say, when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results, it doesn't work. Because in my honest opinion, you guys, Katie Joy is off the rails at this point, in my opinion. She just cannot stop. She's going after every Tom, Dick, and Harry. She has been so... There's not even decent words I can find for Katie Joy at this point. Honestly, I'm trying my best because I don't like seeing people go through this. But like I say, if you have that arrogance, if you think you know everything, the universe is going to teach you a lesson. So as per usual, you guys, I will leave everything in regard to what Todd had to say about Katie Joy in his podcast today. And like I say, it truly does break my heart. I'm not going to lie. It truly does break my heart. I wish that she did have that friend that sat her down and said, really? What the fuck are you doing? Is it worth what you're doing? I would do that to anybody that I know that's acting so stupid at this point. But you know what? That's just me. A lot of people are happy. I get it, because Katie Joy has done some very questionable things recently. I wish her attorneys can just, you know, sit her down and say, we need to do what we got to do for now, but moving forward, we got to do what's right, what's in your best interest. If I need to tell you to shut up, just shut up and let's keep it moving. I mean, not in those words, what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, like she said, you know, she learned from the last time, from Tati's lawsuit. Whatever she says, what a lawyer tells her, not to repeat it. But whatever else he tells you, you need to listen to him and just learn to shut up. That's all. That's all. But anyway, we'll see how things unfold from there. And I'm sure if whatever's done after this, I mean, it's probably just over a month away, so I'm not even holding my breath, because she has gone off the rails at this point, because she found a new victim, and I'm talking about T-Spiracy. Because when I got up this morning and I was browsing through social media, and this woman has not stopped. She truly has not stopped. First, she's decided to attack Nate the lawyer. And I was like, what in the hell is going on? I thought they, you know, buddies. I thought he was, you know, putting a bug in her ear and giving her some legal advice. I'm just saying, that's what I thought. But clearly it's like, let's take a look at this. So Nate the lawyer actually tweeted this out. He says, I must eat crow. My apologies to the auntie. KJ crew. They have provided me convincing evidence that KJ doxed someone. Your anger and outrage is justified from what I saw. They also made it clear that Steve is scum. Doxxing is 100% wrong. Thanks for taking the time. So, Kate and Joydy. I'm tired, you guys. It is nearly 10 past 12 at night. I need a shower and I need to go to bed. But anyway, let's move forward. Katie Joy says, you are ridiculous. Truthfully, the shit you all worry about is mind-numbing to me. You flip-flop more than anyone I've ever met. Find a backbone and stick to it. But you won't, because income streams depend on the crowds. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Katie Joy had actually put out an article in regard to Teespiracy that happened back in the day. And you guys, I'm not here for all that. I'm not here to find out, dig up dirt on this creator or their creator. What's making headlines here is what we discuss, okay? I'm not gonna do that. So I didn't even read it. I was like, here we go again. She's been after Teespiracy for quite a while because Teespiracy allegedly put a video up. I'm saying allegedly because I haven't seen it on her channel, and Katie Joy says that Teespiracy actually enhanced the audio, put the video up, and actually put CPS as a telephone number at the bottom. And she says that's how come these other people that were harassing her ended up calling CPS and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, let's move on. Please continue to support people that actively harass me, Nate, because that's so noble of you. They weren't anonymous. I didn't dox her. Your idea of a dox is an actual dox. Wait. Yours idea of a dox, and an actual dox, are so insane to me. My address was published by them in retaliation, even though I didn't dox them. Still playing the victim. Please continue to be shitty. Fair weather friend. Oh, wow. This is why I've always gone back and forth in my engagements with you. You aren't trustworthy. When I am of benefit to you, you are all in my DMs for the scoop. When you get heat, you turn on me. You all play stupid ass games. Now, honestly speaking, you guys, was that really necessary? And you see, one thing I've noticed about Katie, when Katie does all this type of things, she knows, in my opinion, that her stands will go after these people. So when she basically denounced Nate the lawyer, when he basically went on a stream with Emily D. Baker, she was like so against him. You know, she basically was like, oh, you know, I'm my friend. So now, obviously, they made amends, and for her to be saying, oh, you in my DMs and we became friends again, and you just, that's to get it out there to say, well, you know what, Stans, he turned his back on me. Go for it. That's just my opinion, because that's exactly how our stands are. Let's move on. You'll rely on me for content, not the other way around. You've turned me into some kind of meme that can't even defend herself against the harassment. Twitter did not ban me for doxing. By the way, those tweets remain. Karma, blame yourself for your tagline. You outed yourself. Katie Joy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but you're not financially beneficial at all, sweetie pie. Absolutely not. You are just very entertaining with the hot mess that you are. Because you see things like this now. A grown, mature adults will not do this. This is childish as fuck. And I'm gonna keep reminding you, you a grown 40-something-year-old woman. Do better. But let's move on. Then she goes on and she says, you guys, first of all, I apologize if this is out of order. You guys know I am blocked. But trust me, I am blocked. But anyway, she says, Nate Brody, Katie is a doxer. Nate Brody sends me message Nate Brody sends me a message claiming I doxed a known doxer. Fuck this word. Who legitimately told people to turn me into CPS and gave people the number to the agency in my county. Nate Brody defends a doxer. I shared a public article. Nate Brody is a doxer apologist. Give me a fucking break. First, you got an art apologist. Now you got a doxer apologist. What world are we living in, you guys? Twitter is a hot fucking mess. This woman is, she makes it so hard to show grace. She really does. Moving on. Nate and Uni use court records repeatedly to use full legal name, but I share a public article and I'm a doxer, LOL. These two flip-flop more than anyone I know. Katie, you gotta remember one thing. Didn't you say that Uni agreed to cooperate with your attorney? So next time, think about what you say about the people that you need, okay? Because this is a very interesting thing. Katie Joy says, sharing a public article published on a public blog about someone speaking on a public platform is not doxing. Y'all are so freaking obsessed with this doxing bullshit. Okay, if we were obsessed, maybe you should fucking use your spelling properly. Doxing is 1X. Okay. Meanwhile, my whole address and life is doxed daily. Where, Katie? You seem to embellish a story. You seem to stretch it so far. Who's publishing your address daily? Who? Wow. Then this person says, two wrongs don't make a right. You made a stand now as a doxer. This is your words. You had so many that were working on your behalf. This is no longer happening. Those names you wanted is not happening. We don't dox. This is simple logic of morality. Now, in my opinion, she clearly is dependent on this guy or has spoken to this person. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a guy, it's a woman. So they have spoken to you, but you still don't get it. You still don't get it. Because she went on and she says, if anyone thinks that I need their help from YouTube sleuths who can't even get half of their story right, nope. I have actual lawyers handling this situation. Sharing a public article is not doxing. Please kindly unfollow me. Wow, the confidence, I felt it right through the screen. Then she says, everyone coming at me right now, they're all scared that their bad behavior is going to land them in the middle of a lawsuit, which is exactly what will be happening. You know, you guys, I'll be very honest with you. I hate threats. If you choose to threaten me, you better back it up. Because for the mere fact is that, for number one, once again, we grown, okay? Number two, for this chick, we keep threatening lawsuits. Katie, your bank account must be endless, because I know for a fact, attorneys are not cheap. Intends on suing everybody that talks about you and calls out your behavior. Not normal. Just saying. Then she goes on and she says, it's beyond comical that AZ would cry doxing when she falsely accused my house of child abuse, then doxed my family by posting the phone number to CPS in my county, which resulted in my husband and I being doxed with false reports of child abuse. Make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. What they did, 100% wrong. Did you work it out? Absolutely did. Are you taking action against those people? Absolutely. So let's move forward. Do what you need to do. My opinion. AZ clearly known by communities in Boston because a Boston blogger wrote about her. A Boston blogger was familiar with her name, sharing a link to the article to show her pattern of abhorrent behavior and laughing at someone whose father took his own life as not doxing. Sure, Jan. LOL. So apparently sharing a link to the public article that is written on a public blog about people that were engaging on a public platform as doxing. How is sharing a link to Turtle Boy's article doxing? It's not. Turtle Boy, that name, where the hell did you get that name from? Has a lot to say about AZ. Wouldn't it be weird if I brought him onto my channel to tell everyone about what she used to do for him while working at a job? Maybe I should, since she can't stop digging into my life. By the way, he reached out to me after I shared the article. Let me stop right there for a minute. Number one, Katie Joy. Do proper research first. If you making these claims about T-spiracy, you better be 100% correct. Turtle Boy told me that AZ used to feed him confidential information from her job, that he used to report the information he alleged that she gave him. It's not legal to disseminate to anyone outside of the agency. She could lose her job for this if what he said is true. Get to sleuthing. Find out if it's true. Because by you making allegations like this, you're going to find yourself in a bind again, Katie Joy. And now this is how fucking arrogant she is. Hypothetically, if you worked at CPS, and hypothetically, if you give out information that was confidential to someone who wasn't designated to have that information, wouldn't you technically be violating the privacy of the family involved and maybe something that could get you fired? Hypothetically, it wasn't CPS, and hypothetically, maybe she worked at a welfare office and gave confidential information, hypothetically, about people that received services. That's an allegation worth looking into. KJ, you're trying it, girl. You're trying it. Pretty soon, a whole bunch of you are going to be under the order to not delete anything. Oh, to not delete your shit? Okay. Which is going to be ironic since you are all obsessed. If I delete a typo and retweet, the same thing. Can't wait to see how you feel when it happens to you. This chick needs help, in my opinion. Or she needs an intervention. Or maybe her husband should take a phone away from her. Maybe he should confiscate the internet from her because she's digging a bigger hole. It's like, doesn't she have bigger fish to fry, you guys? This woman is losing it, in my opinion. Wow. You know, let me explain something to you. Where Katie's at now, she can't help herself, in my opinion. I've not where she is right now, but I've been in that state where you thrive, you live, you breathe, you eat all this drama. Not healthy. You have to come to a point in your life where you just surrender. You can't do it all on your own. You don't know it all, Katie Joy. You've got to realize that little boy depends on you. I learned that the hard way because I also felt like I always needed to be on top of everything. Never worked out. I didn't do what this woman does because what she does is also high school. Your kids know if you're not okay as a parent, your kids are not okay. But you have to get to that point in your life where that higher power makes you realize, oh, you think you got it. Go ahead. I'll be waiting. And I know Katie doesn't believe in God, but it was quite convenient in one of her videos the other day where after she said that she settled the Tati lawsuit, thank you to the Jesus above. Maybe she should second guess that faith of hers, because I guarantee you, you will never go back. You guys, I still will continue to pray for Katie. I will continue to call her out, because you see a person like this here, you can't baby them. She is going to be brought to her knees. But because she doesn't want to let go of that arrogance, of that I know it all, nobody can touch me. Okay, we'll see how long that lasts. And in the interim, what's going to happen? Her kid is going to suffer. Her family is going to suffer. And I'm not being harsh. I'm not being mean. But it's just the way life goes. So you guys, that's it from me. I will not be uploading the next few days like I've told you before. Please have a safe and wonderful Labor Day weekend. Take all the precautions. Don't forget to wear your mask. Do what you need to do. Please be kind to one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.